Guys, I have completed my phase 1 of the Good Funded Trader account this week. Guys, I'm very happy. It has been a journey so far. So in this video, I'm going to show you the trade I took that passed the account for me. I'm going to show you my notion how I journal the trade, and I'm going to share the overall experience trading this phase 1 account. Guys, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe, like the video, and hit the bell button so that you get notified whenever I drop a video. Please guys, the subscription is very important. Most people watch my videos without subscribing. Please, I beg, subscribe. Thank you. Into the video. So this week I took about 3 trades, 1 on gold, 2 on silver. The first trade I took was that of gold, and that was on Sunday. So somebody will ask, why did you take a trade on Sunday? Okay, here's the simple reason. Over the past month I've been trading this account, I noticed a particular pattern on gold. So usually when price closes, like for instance this is Monday and price closes for Monday, so at the early hours of Tuesday that the market is going to open, there will be a very strong movement either to the upside or to the downside. So I've noticed this particular pattern, and seeing that was going to repeat, I knew I had the opportunity to enter a trade. So on Friday, price closed above a 4-hour fair value gap, making it an inversion fair value gap. So I knew price was going to use that level to run higher. As we all know, gold has been running very higher and strongly bullish. So I waited for that particular price action to occur, which it did. Then on Sunday, I was awake at 2300 hours Nigerian time when the market opened. So when the market opened, I made an entry. I took a position on gold, targeting 2% of my total account. So I had my stop loss and take profit in place. On Monday, when I woke up and I found out that price is already in profit as I expected, that was cool. That means if that trade hits take profit, I will have just $80 to pass the account, which is 1%. So that was a massive boost for the account. So on Monday, I thought to myself, why don't I just look for another entry that will just complete the phase 1 for me this week? So I started to make further analysis, and all the USD pairs, I had no interest in trading them because the way price was moving, I was not confident of them. So the only pair I should focus on was gold and silver. So I know I should have taken that trade on gold as well, but that will be having 2 positions on gold. So I considered silver and I took that entry. But before I took that entry on silver, I made sure I had gold set at break even so that I don't lose in 2 places. So I had a position on silver as well, and that position was just 0.5% of my account, which is around $40. So if those 2 trades were to hit stop loss, I will lose just $40. So that was the risk management that I applied. So when I took the position, it was also in profit on Monday. So fast forward to about some hours later, guys, there was a massive drop. Some of you that traded gold saw that there was a massive drop in price. About for some hours, gold and silver were dropping. So, and I was no longer confident in holding this trade. So what I did was, after price dropped on silver, that of gold did not actually drop to my stop loss or entry point, but silver came below my entry point and it was running towards the stop loss. What I did, since I already had the gold set at break even, I removed the stop loss on silver. But before I did that, I considered my daily drawdown, which is around $400. So I knew that I was not going to lose up to that, so I had that sorted. I removed the stop loss on silver and allowed price to run. After about 4 hours, price retraced a little bit to the upside. I was hoping that price is going to continue running higher, but the next 4-hour candle also was a bullish candle. After that, we had a fair value gap in between. That was a bearish fair value gap that could send price to the downside. I said, okay, since we have this fair value gap, price will likely mitigate that. And once we have that, I'm going to close a silver trade, which will leave me with only gold. So when price retested that fair value gap, I closed the trade at around $12 profit and allow price to run for gold. So on Tuesday, I saw that 4-hour fair value gap on silver had also been disrespected, and we have an inversion fair value gap there. Since I already have the gold trade running in profit, I said, okay, let me make another entry on silver. So if the gold trade is going to hit take profit, the silver will also hit take profit. That means the phase one will be completed. So I made another entry on silver. I'm going to put the screenshot so that you will see that trade. I made another entry on silver. I forgot to say something. On Monday, when price dropped heavily, I had only $1 left to pass the phase one. Price came close to my take profit and dropped. You will see that in the screenshot that I'm going to post. When price dropped, I was very in pain, because just $1 more to hit the target, which is $640, and price dropped massively. So back to Tuesday, when I made that entry, I had hope that that was going to be the trade that is going to pass the account. So I left the trade to run. On Wednesday at around midnight, the gold trade hit take profit $202, while the silver was also in profit around $30-something. So that means that trade is going to complete the phase one for me. So after about some minutes, I noticed that I've also reached the target for phase one, which is $640, and I have $10 extra, which is making the total equity $8,650, and I manually closed that trade. When I closed the trade, I went to sleep, and around 3:20 a.m. on Thursday, gold funded trader sent me emails that I have completed the phase one, and they have also reviewed my account and my trading journal, and everything was good. So they sent me my certificate for phase one, which I'm going to put somewhere in the screen here. So this was the experience I encountered this particular week, right? It was a very brutal week for me, but thank God I came out victorious, and I passed the phase one of my gold funded trader account. So they have also sent me the login details for phase two, which I have not taken any trade. This is Friday. I don't know if I'm going to see any opportunity. If I don't see, then I'm going to continue the account on Monday and next week. Hopefully, my target is to pass this account before the year comes to an end. So I'm very optimistic about that. So I'm going to take you to my screen and show you the trades and how I journal them in my Notion. Feedback. So guys, welcome to my Notion. So if you look closely, you will see on the 12th of October, which was on Sunday, the first trade I took was that of gold. So the gold trade was a bullish setup. I took it on the 12th of October on the 4-hour time frame. This is a bullish fair value gap during the Asia section. This is the note. You can pause and read that for yourself. This is the P&L, which was around $202. I didn't follow my rule on this one, I'll be honest, and I will show you why when I open the screenshot. So this is the first screenshot. This is the first screenshot. You can see that this trade was taken after we had this inversion fair value gap. When price traded above this fair value gap and disrespected it, that becomes an inversion fair value gap, and I took the trade. Usually I don't take trades on inversion fair value gap, but because inversion fair value gaps are filled fair value gaps, that shows that price is ready to trade to the opposite direction. When I saw that, I took this trade. This was on Sunday around 2300 Nigerian time. When the Sunday market opened, that was when I took this position, because I have seen different occasions where price, after the new day opening, price trades aggressively on gold, to be specific. So when I saw that price closed above this fair value gap on Friday, I knew that price is going to continue. So to get early into this trade, I had to trade it on Sunday when the market opened. And as you can see, when I woke up on Monday, I saw that price is already in profit. This is 4-hour time frame. You can see how many candles. This is around about 16 hours thereabout. So this was the first trade I took. This was when we hit take profit. As you can see, we hit take profit. I monitored the trade and I saw we had SMTs building up, and we are respecting also bullish order flow. Bullish order flow was holding, and I had confidence that price will continue to the upside. I will eventually hit take profit on this one. So this is what it looks like on my MT5 before we hit take profit, actually, because we did eventually hit take profit on this trade. As you can see, this was the first trade I took for the week, and the second trade was on 13th, which was on Monday, on silver. On silver, I took this trade on Monday because my intention was, if the gold trade hits take profit, then I will have 1% to pass the account. So to leverage on the bullishness of gold and silver, I had to look for another entry to trade. So I did not want to take double position on gold, so I decided to take that on silver. Although silver was a little bit lethargic, hesitant to move, which if I had traded double position on gold, it would have been better for me. But all the same, I've already passed the account. So this was the first position I took. This first position, I eventually closed it, and I'm going to show you why. So if I open the screenshot, I told you this week was very brutal for me. Look how closely we got into the take profit level. At this time, I had just $1 left to pass the phase 1. So I went outside to actually do something. So when I came back, I saw this massive candle on the 1 hour time frame drop aggressively. I didn't want to lose the trade, because when I compared the price action on silver and gold, I noticed that gold was not in hurry to come lower, although you can see the price action there also, but it was not that aggressive. So the gold trade was intact while the silver was already in drawdown. So I removed the stop loss But before I did that, I checked my daily drawdown to see if I'm going to bridge it, and I saw that I was having about $400 in my daily drawdown, so there's no way I'm going to bridge that. I eventually removed that stop loss, and price came into it and reversed. So after some times, we created a bearish fair value gap. I knew that price was going to test that bearish fair value gap, and my intention was, if you get into that fair value gap, I'm going to break even, close the trade on break even. In case price decides to respect the bearish fair value gap, I will not be in the trade anymore. So I continue to monitor the setup, and eventually you can see this inversion fair value gap also. Price used it to get into that bearish 4-hour fair value gap, and I closed that position. So this is the first screenshot on that first silver trade, because I had another one. So this is the 4-hour. You can see how massive the candle was, and you can see how close we got into the take profit level. $1 left, $1 away from hitting the target, and price decided to just do this. So eventually I closed that trade on break even around $12, as you can see here. If you look at the P&L, $12. Everything was perfect. I followed my rules. Then on 15, I saw another position. I saw another opportunity on silver to take a re-entry, which I did. This was a screenshot. I did. I saw that gold was back into the bullish price action, and silver was also following that level. Look at the 4-hour fair value gap I was talking about. You can see how we inversed it with this bullish candle, and when we do this, price is likely going to retest that inversion fair value gap to push to the upside. You know, inversion fair value gaps are failed fair value gaps. So when they fail and turn to inversion fair value gap, then they are likely to trade to the opposite direction, which is what is happening here. And as you can see, we did trade to the opposite direction, and I took advantage of that. This is a trade that passed the account for me. So this was the trade that passed the account on the 15th of October. This was on Wednesday. This was on when I took the trade actually. So around midnight, early hours in the morning, the trade, I saw that the gold trade has already hit take profit, and the silver trade was also in profit. And I checked my P&L overall, and I saw that the target has been hit already, and I have $10 extra. So I decided to close the trade manually. I closed the trade, and at about 3 a.m., 3:20 a.m. thereabouts, FundedNet sent me emails that I have completed a phase 1, and they have done thorough check on my account and everything was okay. And they also gave me the phase 2 login details. So this was how I passed the phase 1 of my good funded evaluation account. My journal for this week, 3 trades, and the phase 1 was completed. So to conclude this video, I'm going to talk about the overall journey for this phase 1. For some of you that have been on this channel for the past months that I started this journey, you know that it's around 2 months plus that I purchased this account. Basically, the first month, which was the month of August, was a very horrible month for me. I took the account with high hope that I was going to pass it, but along the way, I started to encounter significant losses. I became less confident on the trade, so I had to take a step back to review what was going on, to review my trades and find out what I was doing wrong. Because I knew when I did my back testing, I found out that over a period of time, I should be profitable because I have done some back testing and I collected data. Looking at those data, I knew that I am meant to be profitable with this approach. But what was going wrong? I went to my journal and I also did some research on the trades that I've taken on that particular account. Look at everything, and I came to conclusion that time frame alignment was the problem. Time frame alignment. Before, I do take trades on the 15 minutes and the 1 hour and the 1 hour and the 4 hour as well. But that had some kind of negative effect on my trading. So to solve that problem, I had to do further research. And what actually helped me was ChatGPT. I had a conversation with ChatGPT and I told ChatGPT that I'm a Forex trader and this is the approach I use. And I am still seeing significant losses in the market. So ChatGPT told me to explain my approach, my trading strategy and trading plan, which I did. After I explained everything to ChatGPT, do you know what ChatGPT said? It said that I was using multiple trading approach. Why was that? Because of time frame. ChatGPT said if I am going to use the 1 hour and the 15 minutes and the 5 minutes, that alone is entirely about 3 strategies or 3 trading plans, which is not going to work effectively. But I'm using too much time frames. That was why I was seeing such losses in the market. So it suggested that I should reduce my time frame to about 2 or 3 so that I can focus more on those time frames and see what I was doing wrong and right. Because when you use multiple time frames, you can easily get lost in price action. You do your analysis on the daily time frame, you come down to the 4-hour time frame to confirm it, you go down to the 1 hour time frame to confirm it again, then you go down to the 15 minutes to also confirm it, then you go down to the 5 minutes to actually take the entry. Do you see the procedure? And you need to know that in Forex, there is no little mistake. The little mistake you think it is very little can actually ruin your trading. It can cause you significant damage and make you unprofitable. And little tweak also in your trading approach can make you profitable. So you see the problem there. So when ChatGPT said I should reduce my time frame, I actually did that. I removed the 15 minutes and the 1 hour, and I was only doing everything, including the analysis and my execution on the monthly, weekly, daily, and the 4 hour. Basically, the monthly, I don't use it for anything. I just use it to check the overall direction of the market. Then my analysis starts on the weekly time frame. After the weekly time frame, I come down to the daily time frame to make sure that the daily time frame is also in alignment with the weekly time frame. When that is done, the 4 hour is where the magic happens. Once I see my pattern on the 4 hour time frame, no hesitation, I am jumping into a trade. And that has helped me a lot. If you compare the first month and the second month of this phase 1, you will see significant changes. I don't know, before I could get my my trading history on MT5, Gold Funded Trader has already logged me out of the account and provided me with the phase 2 details. That was why I was unable to get the listing. But for some of you that have followed this journey, you know that my second month was a very, very good month for me. I had multiple wins. I think I had about 3 or 2 losses, and they are not even a huge loss. They are just minor losses, like 0.5% of the account. So should I say that the advice that ChatGPT gave me worked? Of course, yes. Because 1, removing the 15 minutes and the 1 hour time frame from my trading listing also reduced amount of pressure that I should encounter and the amount of work and sharp time that I'm supposed to put in. If I do analysis on the monthly, then I come down to the weekly and do another analysis, come down to the daily, confirm it, go down to the 4-hour, confirm it, then go down to the 1 hour, confirm it again, then go down to the 15 minutes to make an entry. It is a very long process, and within this process you can miss a step, and that simple step that you miss will result into a losing trade. And if you do not recognize this pattern, it will keep occurring, bringing in losses upon losses to your trading account. And this is where most traders get it wrong. Trading is supposed to be simple, not complicated. The simple strategies are what makes you money. Because when you have it simple, it will be easier for you to execute without even looking at your board or your strategy. Simple strategy makes money. You don't need to complicate everything, putting in so much things on the chart for you to make money. Because when you put too many things on the chart, that will only increase the workload and increase pressure for you. So guys, I have the phase 2 details and I've already logged into the MT5. I've not taken a trade. Probably what I tend to do is, if I don't get any accurate setup this Friday, I'm making this video Friday, what is today's date? 17th of October. If I don't have any trade today, or if I don't get any trade today, I'm going to use the weekend to look at my trading strategy. Then I'm going to also formulate an approach that I'm going to use to deal with this phase 2 account. Because most people fail the phase 2 account. I don't want to be in that category. No. I do not want to be in that category. My goal is to pass the phase 2 also before December. That is my goal. So guys, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification so that you get notified whenever I drop a video. See you next week and good trading.